Let's try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Starladder Season 9. China, it's the best of the best now. DK versus Invictus Gaming. And I was testing you to make sure your speakers were unmuted. Don't worry, you passed the test. I'm LDMB on the summit. I'm joined here today by Winter. Winter, how you doing, buddy?
Not so good today. We have haze problem here in Malaysia.
Oh, the Chinese haze.
The API is like 100 over. It's very unhealthy, the air right
Oh.
now.
Well, stay inside and watch Dota. I guess that's your best bet.
I'm already inside my house.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy. You'll be safe here. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, thanks to you.
We have no haze
Make-
here
make-
in the studio, so I'm glad that you're with us and not there in Malaysia.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Okay, we've got a big match coming up, Winter, so we'll dispense with the shenanigans and we'll jump right into it. This is going to be DK versus IG, and oh, these are the team's all-time records. Let's look at the team's records for Starladder, since it's probably a lot more interesting. So for Starladder China, both teams, DK should be 4-0. There must be a glitch with the system, but both teams have looked pretty dominant. I would actually say, if anything, IG's had the more stable performances. But both teams are 4-0, and DK's hot.
And look who's drafting today.
Oh, into the draft we go, I guess, is, well, no time to waste with these silly pregame overlays for Winter. He's all business. You never let me do, like, the pregame show, man. We have, like, all these nice stats overlays, and you're just like, no. Let's go to the draft. Well, go to the draft we shall.
I'm a serious person.
Yeah. Chill the fuck out, alright? Just chill the fuck out. That's fine. First pick, Nature's Prophet for IG. This hero has actually been seeing quite a few bans in China, Winter. He's often, I mean, Vici Gaming runs him a decent amount. IG's been running him a lot. We've seen LGD run it for Yao, DK, occasionally for Ice Ice Ice, although they tend to prefer the Centaur. And some of I guess you could call them like the tier 2 team, CIS, DT, run the Prophet as well. So he slips through. And also slipping through is the Ancient Apparition and Lycan. This Veno ban. Do you think Veno's worth the ban with all these other strong heroes in the pool?
Yeah, for me, like, if I want to go greedy myself, I pick a Veno, and the Veno just defends the push and everyone else you can farm. And if you have Veno on your team, you can potentially run like a 4-core. Veno is alright with being the only support in the team since he doesn't really need too much farm, and Veno can farm very easily with the wards later on. So if you want to go super greedy and you're worried about the enemy being able to like pressure, so Veno is the hero to just defend and defend and defend forever.
So you like Veno?
I don't like the hero, but I like the hero on my team.
Okay, but he has no stun, no way to cancel TPs, and you're not a big fan of Ancient Apparition. Not as big a fan as other people
Yeah,
are.
but Veno is like man, he gives me time to farm. I have the stun and he is the like buying time for me to farm. So I like that. I like to be in that situation.
Okay. Well, I can't argue with you there, buddy. Invictus Gaming, let's see, what have they been running? They've been running the 430 Brewmaster. Actually, Luo played it one time, I believe. And
Yeah.
we've seen Chuan playing a decent amount of Rubik.
Alchemist.
Yeah, Rubik as well. And I guess they're going to go for the Rubik here.
I feel like the Nature's Prophet opening is very, very good, very versatile right now. He can do so many things and adjust to a lot of different type of strategies. I like the Nature's Prophet opening too. He's very, very useful in a lot of situations. Like if you're against the Lycan, Prophet can counteract the speed pushing from the Lycan. And if you're against a 5-man, if DK go for something 5-man or anything, and Prophet can still speed push. Like I think Prophet is a really like versatile hero right now. He's still really good even though after so much. He only got nerfed like the mana cost on the ultimate. That's all. Nothing else.
Yeah, one of these days the Treants are going to give like 50 gold per Treant, and then he won't be as
Oh
strong.
no!
But
Please no.
why not? That'll be the return of CM then. You just frostbite a Treant, you get a free creep. Totally worth it. Well, the Dragon Knight comes out now as a ban for IG. DK going to be working on their bans here too, and it will be DK who get the pick and the last ban for this stage. So, well, looking at DK, the Ice 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 Centaur is still out there, and something they like to run a lot. We've seen Mushi on more semi-carries lately. That's one thing to mention as well. A lot more Queen of Pain. Well, there was the one Queen of Pain game. Templar Assassin, we've seen Shadow Fiend. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'd go for that when they already have the Lycan, but it's something just to
you
keep in mind.
yeah, you might consider going for something. For me personally, my favorite would be Puck plus Lycan combination instead of a semi carry if it's a
I
Lycan.
love that combo because once you coil them, they can't run, and that's all Lycan needs is for heroes to stand in place while he munches on them. It used to be if
Yeah,
you go back like around the time of TI2, Puck was the best partner for Lycan as far as solo mids go because he just makes sure that they can't go anywhere and he destroys them. He has all the DPS you need.
and not to mention if you have the Lycan pushing somewhere, hitting buildings, and you want to stop TP, Puck, perfect.
Yes, maybe we'll see a $180,000 coil, since that's what the prize pool's looking like right now. A man could dream, but one of these days, a community or a third-party tournament is probably going to break 1 million. I feel like just the way things are going, and I'm hoping anyway. Knocking on wood so I don't jinx it. But DK ban out Disruptor here, something that we've seen. Faith Faith was one of the pioneers for Disruptor play all the way back to the International too. They had a great game versus Navi where they abused Radiant Spare and Glimpse to just keep on setting up kills. We haven't seen it as much lately, but DK respecting the hero. And now, as for IG, they've already banned out the Enchantress, something Lamb loves to play. Chuan. You know, Winter, the one thing I've noticed is that we haven't seen as many jungle heroes for Chuan as I expected lately. Like, he used to be known for his jungle supports more than anything else.
That's a really good point. I think I didn't really see any games where they have Chen or Enchantress lately. All the recent games are just double lane supports or roaming supports. But yeah, DK is gonna go for the Puck Lycan and IG is gonna have the global presence. Sunstrike, Nature's Wrath.
Oh boy. This is gonna be painful, I feel.
Yeah. He might actually still go for the Quaswax instead of the Sunstrike. It's still really good. And DK is going for more aura, more damage with the Lycan. The Venge and the Lycan. I like this a lot too. A lot
Do
of
you,
damage and you can always go for Roshan very easily.
Yeah, and Cold Snap's pretty good against Lycan. Like, I feel like if they go, I guess you get it with Exort. It's just like you can't really keep up with his movements around the map. So, I feel like Quaswex they need a lot of control going for the Prophet Rubik,
Uh-huh.
and maybe they just have to go Quaswex here. I don't know if they can get away with the Quas Exort.
Yeah, Quaswax is like you can if you look at the two supports, Ancient Apparition and Venge is really good against them. And not to mention, burning the Lycan's mana would be super good as well. But if you don't have the Exort, it means you are missing the split push that Invoker will have as well. Like you can use the Forge Spirits to always constantly push out lanes. That's also another thing you're gonna be missing.
The other thing is that Ancient Apparition players recently haven't been building Arcane Boots, and Venge is not generally if she goes for them, she's
Yeah.
very squishy.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
So, and Puck never really builds them. So, this could be a team with 0 sets of Arcane Boots, potentially. Maybe they make an adjustment and build some, but even so, I mean, that's a lot of mana to burn from the EMP. But they go Dazzle now for Invictus Gaming. And so, of course, this lineup has one reliable stun in the lift, but it's not a whole lot of damage. I feel like IG is lacking damage, though, if they go Quaswex Invoker and...
Yeah. I think like the Exalt Invoker might be still something they just want to go for because like with the Meteor, you're just gonna kill the Lycan with maybe one leaf and cold snap and he's dead if he doesn't have BKB.
I wonder what the carry will be for Luo.
And it's still really like if you're fighting against a Lycan, you want to pressure his lane and IG has like the perfect setup. Prophet safe lane, Invoker Exalt middle, global support, and you just go tri lane him.
Do they go Spectre? Do you think they consider a Spectre pick here?
Depends on the plan. If they want to go fight, they need something more aggressive. Maybe a gyro.
Well, it's gonna depend on this DK pick as well, because they have Ancient Apparition and Venge. That's a pretty aggressive duo. I mean, I don't think they'll go aggressive tri lane, but they could roam quite a bit and put pressure on the lanes.
I don't know if they'll like put Lycan on Ice and Burning plays another hero because I know Ice do play Lycan as well. If they want to switch things up.
There was a period where teams were experimenting a lot. This was like a few patches ago with offlane Lycan. I know some of the NA teams were running it. It never really caught on, but like there were a few games they tried it. It went okay. And hey, Ice, but he loves to play greedy farmers in the offlane, but at least when he's pubbing. But he'll have to play the Elder Titan here, it seems.
A lot of minus armor and a lot of damage, right? Elder Titan provides a lot of damage.
Axe is back!
Okay, means I think this is like an aggressive try-in. Because like Shadow Priest, Axe, and Rubik, they
What?
can just go up there and just disrupt the Lycan's farm by a lot. Huh, I think this is most likely their plan.
Oh my. That's a... That's a...
Or do you think they might even do like a quad lane with the Prophet and they just take down the first tier 1 tower really quickly?
I mean, DK's not very good at killing Prophet, so I think it'd be pretty silly not to give him a safe lane to start.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, they've got Venge, H Apparition, but they have no third hero to secure the kills. But yeah, it looks like an aggressive tri lane, it really does.
It's aggressive try-in, very high percent. It's like 90% aggressive
So,
try-in.
okay, so if you're DK, this is where you probably... maybe they even put, like, the Puck top and the other Titan mid, and then just send the Lycan into the enemy jungle.
I feel they can just leave the Lycan at top and just roam the 2 supports. Oh, they're gonna smoke. They're gonna rush.
Level
rush.
1? Have they
Rush.
taken...
They have Basilisk, Ring of Basilisk.
Let's see, they've got Vengeance Aura or Wave of Terror.
Yeah, this is Roche.
Level 1 Roche.
They realize they need to do something, otherwise
The lanes will
the
be
early
very
game will
hard
be
for
difficult.
them.
Yeah, the early game will be difficult for them, so we can go ahead and introduce the players since nothing's gonna happen apart from Roshan going down.
Well, Roche is going to die. That's something. And IG going aggressive tri-lane, they're not going to be scouting this because they want to set up the wards. Even if the Tran comes, I think it might be too late. DK Roche pretty quickly here. This is only going to take them like 15, 20 seconds. And already Roche is lost. Burning! Bash! Bash! Oh, he's close.
Oh no! He got the salve!
Wow. Okay, I want to introduce DK first so we can keep an eye on Roche. They can't do it! Too many salves get cancelled.
Oh,
Now-
go.
Wow. Now, how many salves did they... They lost the Lycan salve?
They only lost 1 salve.
And they'll have to send Ice back, or he'll eat through 2 tangos, so... That's some early laning regen, which they might need. But yeah, now we can introduce the teams. We've got Luo playing the Axe. Chuan on the Rubik. That puts YYF onto probably a signature hero nowadays, the Nature's Prophet. 430, an Invoker player before his time, or before our time anyway. He'll be the pianist on the solo mid Invoker, one of his most famous heroes, and that leaves faith on your support... excuse me. I wanted to say Shadow Priest, but your support Dazzle.
And on the Dire side, we have DK. Failed attempt on the rush. We have Ice playing the Elder Titan. MMI will get his ward rewarded pretty soon, I think. MMI will be on the bench, and Burning will be handling the Lycan. Mushi will be on the puck. And lastly, we have Lamb is all the way towards bottom as the Ancient Apparition. Seems like a dual lane instead of...
They're going to try and dodge this tri-lane. So they'll send Mushi bottom, or sorry, Burning bottom on the Lycan, and Lamb will be here as well. They're not going to be able to kill the Prophet is the issue. Maybe the Lycan even like rotates off the lane into the woods after he gets his first few levels. But I also want to mention, because DK went for level 1 Roche, they have Wave of Terror. So MMY is quite useless in the lane.
Yeah, but you can do...
Jungle.
You can do jungle. Wow, you can actually terror the Mud Golems. Okay.
The damage doesn't affect them though, right? Just the...
No, but they
also
get
their
reduced
aggro.
armor. That's actually enough.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
The damage is it HP removal? Yeah,
it's HP removal, but they are magic immune. I don't know about terror. Okay.
Uh-oh. They have spotted out Ice here. At least they're suspicious. Nope, just gonna creep skip. They don't even care about him.
They do not know he's there, I think. They didn't see him.
They had a lane ward. Or I think they just placed this, though.
Yeah, I think they didn't see him.
They placed it
Otherwise
after he went there.
He have been dead already.
Well, he's pulling a bit of a demon here, but IG will figure it out soon enough. He's already hit level 2. And MMY is just going to rotate off the top lane as well. They know it's not safe. And Ice likely to be caught. He starts tangoing through. He's got 2 tangos, just the number needed to get out. 1 less tango and he would have died. Because he ate 2 at the Roche on his way back to the
They think
lane.
he's inside the trees there, but nope.
They didn't actually get the vision. They got fogged again. But this
Yeah,
still
they
was going to be a very early tower. And no
they thought he
trade
was,
in sight.
They thought he was above the tower. They tried to scout there, but...
Now the tri-lane's going to go bottom. And maybe with all 3 heroes they could kill the Prophet. But still, it's like you need a Cold Feet Magic Missile combo. And, well, Magic Missile only lasting for 1.5 seconds. With Prophet having boots first, not an easy kill. They'll take the tower, and already, your Axe off to the woods. Ice just going to retreat. And DK not getting a trade, really. Just levels, but no towers to speak of.
They're gonna try their best to push the bottom one, but it's gonna take them some time IG might be able to pressure the tier 2 at top.
And now Mushi's gonna have a bad time mid. With no protection from the tier 1, they can just roam all through his woods and constantly threaten to gank.
Yeah, they have a teleport on Chuan too, so Chuan can assist bottom if needed. And Prophet already teleport bottom. Wow, okay, he didn't have mana. He's trying to bait them to dive on him. There's only one TP actually.
Chuan has one?
Yeah, one TP plus Sunstrike.
And again, like, they don't have that much lockdown, although he doesn't have the teleport available right now. Sprout is online, and DK is just very nervous.
He has a lot of tangles if he needs to use it to escape, but they're gonna run into probably the Dazzle here.
Well, he's got boots, though. Like, Magic Missile Cold Feet isn't going to be enough to lock anyone in place unless they screw up their pathing.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get this kill, but at the moment, I feel like Mushi is in a bit of like a pressure. He can't see where it's Chuan, so he can't really use his AWP to farm.
And so he's getting out.
He might just, yeah,
he's actually still keeping up in farm, but that's only for now. They'll go in now with the Cold Snap, Mushi. Orbing away. Oh, Chuan couldn't get the lift. They needed that lift.
Yeah, they needed it.
And even if they dove that would not have worked at that point.
Yeah, Mushi actually has a lot of denies against the Invoker. He's doing really well.
And this Invoker started Null Talisman and went Exhort. So 430 really doesn't have... I mean, it's just Mushi winning the lane. Like, there's no... Invoker's not too great at that first level or two, but now, look at his damage. He's got 90, so he should be able to catch up.
Yeah, and MMY is gonna find a haste rune. Yeah, probably he can use it to go to middle or try and go into his jungle to scout out the supports or something. He's going all the way back to top.
And Luo just keeps the pressure up here. Early Tranquil Boots picked up, and the poor man shield once again.
On top lane, the A teleported in. They want to get this kill.
You know, Dread did the same build to jungle. It's a little bit different when he's in the lane, but still, poor man shield not going to do too much against the chilly touch damage. First blood to DK. Not that it would have mattered what he had there, but it's a little curious.
He used a teleport scroll.
That really hurts him.
Yeah, maybe if he tried to just kept running, he wouldn't have died since the haste on the Venture is already ran out. Yeah, I think he might have had a better chance to survive.
Yeah, although he has Tranquil Birds and they did get broken, so he's not particularly fast. It was just a little bit... Like, normally when you see someone up that far, they've got a support backing them up, but he was just a little bit too far off on his own.
Yeah, he was just a bit too far off, like you said, and your support is like a Rubik, not something like an Earthshaker, which can help you from far. So if you get caught in a bad position, you're dead. They're gonna try now to pressure Burning. Wow, Burning is so far down. Wow, it's gonna take a lot of damage.
Both teams just don't have the best hero killers right now. A lot of it comes down to this Invoker, though, and 430 has yet to even throw Sunstrike this game. I feel like they're not taking advantage of the hero's potential, but now YYF's going to hit level 6, and now they'll go for this die. Burning. Slow down by the poison.
Sunstrike.
Keep an eye for the Sunstrike. Nope, not even needed. Just the call from Luo brings him through. And now the dive. Are they going to go for MMY? Prophet ult getting dropped. Mushi. Not going to take any damage. I don't know about that Prophet ult.
Mushi TP bottom. He's coming bottom.
Well, now they know the Prophet ult's been wasted, and so now if IG stick around... Well, not the Axe, but the other heroes.
Mushi
they can punish
TP's
it.
Bottom,
oh, great maneuver. Immediately they go mid. What a great maneuver by IG. And now DK don't have their puck to defend the tier 1 mid. This is a really smart play.
And the Axe going for early Berserker score, that's going to be very useful in taking down the Lycan.
Oh, that's a good point. And even if he goes BKB, you've still got the lockdown for him.
Yeah, but I mostly see Axe players go for Battle Hunger since the Battle Hunger is so powerful.
It does so much damage. Now they'll get the tower. IG just played that. They played DK like a fiddle, Winter. As soon as Mushi TP's in, they just back off, send the Prophet in mid, and without Puck, who's going to defend the tower? Not your level 4 Ancient Apparition. Not your level 4 Venge.
Yeah, Mushi was thinking the Venge would just run in and help stun someone, so he teleports down to start a fight, but in the end, it didn't happen, and he didn't stop his TP, so...
That's a big deal for DK to lose that tower this early, because their lineup is... A lot of it's about the Roche, Venge, Lycan, but now the Roche will be much more dangerous.
And Burning is like, he died too, so that was a really painful loss.
Faith, he's overextended a bit here. He's got a Grave TP. No Grave, just goes down.
Huh?
He had a second there to Grave. He cast it immediately.
Yeah, I think he didn't expect so much damage to come because like Ice through, he dropped a spirit from far, so he didn't expect the extra damage to come in.
Yeah. Well, just a second slow there, and it's going to cost him his life. Meanwhile, Mushi, he's picked up an Invisor and has a smoke for good measure. Mushi wants to do bad things to IG, and he's coming top to make it happen.
Top lane. Oh, Berserker's call.
Lift to start it off, burning.
Chop.
Is there a chop? Dunks him! Slaps him down, and if they dive this could be a mistake. Invoker picking up the Midas. Does have a Sunstrike. Chuan is a little bit squishy. And no points in null field. No points in null field, so he'll be a fairly easy solo kill for Mushi.
He might just go back to middle. I don't think he wants to risk it because like the Rubik is just too near to the axe.
He's very worried about that Sunstrike.
Unless the AA had ultimate, then probably he might have tried to get a kill.
And the thing is, Winter, it's a level 1 silence, so it wouldn't be long enough to solo kill Rubik before he gets off the lift, most likely. And then he gets lifted, Sunstriked, called, and he just dies. So, actually smart for Mushi not to go for that, the more you think about it.
Yeah, it's just too risky to go for that kill, and yeah, he just goes back towards middle, tries... He needs to get his Blink Dagger ASAP. He's the one that's going to be making a lot of space for the other heroes. And if you think about the lineup they only have actually one hero to deal damage later on, which is the Lycan, and IG has like I wouldn't count X a hero that deals damage, but he's sort of good against Lycan too, so enemy has triple core.
Man, IG are really far ahead. They are up a lot. Already 4k gold.
He has Blink now. The Axe has Blink already. This is going to be huge to pick off
the Lycan. Smoke. But Arcane Boots up as well. No, TP
no smoke.
Oh, there is one on the Dazzle here, but he's not near the team.
Yeah. They saw Mushi went missing from middle, so they thought like top isn't safe anymore. They just
look how scared both teams are. Mushi in the trees. Everybody like try farming the safest camps possible on the Radiant side. But this does give Burning a bit of space to, or Ice rather, to push out the lane.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to like make sure that he's gonna be safe here. He knows that it's either IG's gonna defend top or they're just gonna try and loop around into the jungle. But so bottom lane is most likely safe, and he's right about it. IG smoked going towards top right now.
And there's a glyph here, so if Ice forces it, it could be trouble. And the glyph will come out. Now the smoke. Mushi's waiting for the backstab.
Yeah, they just need to back off. They just need to back off because there's no tower here. So
oh no! Burning walks right into Axe, and now he's Sunstriked in the face. Pow! That one's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, that is so.
Dude, this Axe pick is Luo is kicking ass, man. 1-1 and 2, but it feels a lot worse, and he hasn't really even used his blink yet. And like you said, Winter, they have so much damage. I was feeling like they lack control because I expected a normal carry, but they went for Axes like I guess technically their one position since Luo's playing it. He won't really be the carry, but...
The Prophet and the Invoker feels more like the 1 and 2.
Right, more like the player who normally plays the 1 is on a controller, so it lets you get away with the Exort Invoker, and then he deals out the damage, so... It's just an unexpected adjustment from IG.
It's also a really like good way to set up the Meteor and the Sunstrike with the Berserker's Call. That's actually a very good way of dealing with the Lycan. It's a fantastic pick actually.
Not to mention the Heal Bomb from Faith. It potentially can do like how much is it at max damage? It's like at least like 500 plus damage if you get all the heal bounces on enemy heroes. 6 times
if they manage to get the Treants plus surrounding the guy, and then the X jumps into Berserker's Call. That's like 5 Treants plus 1 hero, 6 targets.
Yeah, and it does 140 per bounce, and it of course can be amplified by the ult, and the Dazzle himself as well. So it can be like 800 plus damage before reduction. That's in theory. In practice, I don't think we'll see that. But
it's like,
oh,
Lich Ultimate does 2,800 damage.
Yeah. Well, I think the heal bomb's a little easier to hit when you've got a Blink Axe, but yeah, it's still pretty low likelihood.
Yeah, and YYF is always constantly sending a Treant to scout the Roshan, making sure that DK is not up to something funny.
Look at this.
DK is actually up to something even wicked now. They're gonna loop around behind.
Something wicked this way comes as DK move through the enemy woods. They're smoked, but they are just not. They are not liking what they're seeing here. They'll see the teleport out, and they'll find Burning. Oh, the blink call. Got him! Now the Sunstrike. I think he's too tanky, though.
Ultimate.
Oh, no, he's fine. Treads and ult. Way too tanky.
Oh, bottom lane is in trouble right now. After they see the X at top.
You need to catch him before he pops the ult, when he has less HP. That's the only way you get that kill.
Yeah, true.
I think even then it might have been hard, but would have been a better chance.
He needed to catch him early, and secondly, the Prophet Ultimate has to be casted earlier too.
Yeah. And by the time it would have hit, it wouldn't have mattered. But the tier 1's gonna fall now. So great. Again, it's DK's turn. Earlier we saw IG. As soon as the enemy TP's out and fails on a gank, they go push mid, and now DK does the same thing when IG TP's out. So it seems like the teams which are TPing for ganks are the ones coming out on the bottom.
And there's something interesting too. I just managed to catch the way the Ancient Apparition Lamb skilled his hero.
Max Ice Vortex. So they already have Natural Order.
The spell damage is like from Puck.
And they also have Natural Order.
Yeah.
So their spells are the spells gonna they'll do more damage than they would if you had no magic resistance, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Italy-
damage.
Italy-
Sunstrike on MMY, it's gonna hit him perfectly, and then a chop for good measure. I said good day, sir, says the axe.
I said good day, sir.
You sounded very official, very officious.
Another kill top, maybe.
Maybe. Burning's just going pure tank though,
What
and
is
he needs to. He's got to live through the blink call initiation.
Yeah, he needs BKB to dodge like at least the invoker spells. That's the most damage right now towards him.
And the thing is, even though Berserker's Call goes through magic immunity, you just need to survive the magic damage so you can pop your ult and run away. So I still think it's a very good choice.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a must for him. Otherwise, he's just gonna die too quickly to the invoker spells. Another smoke maybe? DK? Grouping up, camping here.
Chilling in mid for the time being, dropping the spirit and the orb. The forged spirits beat a hasty retreat.
Yeah,
They
just
will
look at YYF. He's just so diligent in sending a Treant inside all the time, making sure that nothing funny is happening with the Roshan.
Who was the prophet who had like the perfect network of trees the other day? Was that Luo?
Ice? No.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't him. There was a prophet I cast recently. I think it was for China, who had like the most amazing treant control. Like he had a tree here.
Ice. He blocked the Starladder.
No. It was just like with scouting, not with hero blocking.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. They're Roshing now. This is a bit risky. Roche is low. Is Bernie gonna get it?
The Forge Spirit.
Looks like it will. No deny.
Too fast. But I don't understand the skill build. Like, do they really need the Vortex to deal even more damage? Only the Puck and the Venge stun.
I mean, you've got Lycan, right? So right-clicking is very valuable to your team. I don't know. It seems odd, but I'm sure he's got his reasons.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it, though.
Maybe someday, or maybe later, I'll try it in a single player to find out why.
Like you said, it could just be because of the Puck. But again, like, they've already got a lot of other damage besides the Puck. So, interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, though.
The slow doesn't even like scale that well, so I'm not very sure if it's just because of the slow.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How much does this scale? I don't think that's that good. 18 to 30? That's not that much of an improvement.
Reduce mana cost? Oh no, it even increases mana cost, doesn't reduce mana cost.
It's mana cost. Actually, wow.
Oh,
it's
Sunstrike!
Oh, and I was completely off the mark with my camera. Well, good thing he didn't die, so I didn't miss the kill, but I had no idea what was going on. You just yelled Mushi and I just like freaked out. I'm like, who's Mushi playing again? Just start randomly clicking heroes.
Yeah, I know the hero he plays all the time, so I guess I'll be able to see him easier on the map. When I see a Puck, I know it's him.
Well, you've always got your eyes on Mushi when he's playing Winter, that's for sure. You know him like the back of your palm.
I promise not to blame him all the time.
You never flamed him. Well, he'll TP in bottom. And for now, DK stands relatively strong. Birding, your lead farmer after that Roche. 117 CS. And DK are... If they go late...
He's BKB already.
You know, Winter, it is looking like if this goes late, DK have a really strong lineup. They have the Elder Titan Natural Order, Icy Vortex, Ancient Apparition Ult, Venge R, and Lycan. So, the entire... And Chilling Touch. So, like, the entire team hits like trucks. They've got massive late game damage output, good initiation. At the same time, though, I don't think they're quite there yet. They still need some items and levels here before they fully come
I
online.
still think IG can pull it off because they have like Invoker and Prophet to just rat around the map bottom lane. Oh!
Wasted coil by Mushi.
I just want to ask you, was that the first coil of the game? He has 0 assists.
Yes.
And I have
I
never
want to say
heard
yes.
I have never heard the call come out after 17 minutes.
And he's
18
not
minutes.
that farmed either. Mushi's just been thwarted pretty much this game. He hasn't
Yeah,
really
he's like-
done much.
He's forced to move around because like the Elder Titan and Lycan are both taking lanes, and he's needed to follow the 2 supports to try and make things happen. So he can't really farm too much as a part in this game. But I'm thinking the Elder Titan has to like go for like semi-carry build. I'm not liking like the 4-star build or anything. I'm looking into like going BKB, maybe BKB Assault Cuirass. Or maybe even a damage item, SNY or something. I think he needs to be the secondary source of damage.
They'll
for the
smoke up.
team.
They'll smoke up now, and they come through mid, looking for Mushi. Will they find him?
He wants
They'll
to call
go in.
him.
They'll blink onto Ice Ice Ice. There's also a Blade Mail here, so he drops really fast. Gets swapped out, though. They keep him alive. The Grave goes onto Z. Now the swap goes the other way by Chuan. Why the hell not? And on the backside of the fight, Lamb, he's caught out, but he's not dead yet. The Urn's there, but the defensive Urn keeps him in fighting shape. Sunstrike, not even needed.
No! Steal. Kill steal.
Kill secured, Winter. Secured. So 3 for 3.
Kill circuit is always the
But
X.
Burning still has Aegis, and he didn't join that fight, so
Wow.
that's not too bad. He gets the tower
Yeah.
as well.
And Ice managed to stop their TPs towards top lane too with the Elder Titan Stomp. Okay. So they couldn't defend the towers.
Necro 3's up for the Invoker now. But IG are not going for like a late game items really. We see 2 Necro books. They do have the double Midas, but I'm a little bit
Wing
worried
swap.
for them.
Swap!
Call to start it off burning. He's got Aegis though. They've got to take their time here if they want to bring him down twice. He hasn't popped his ult
can.
yet. He'll wait for round 2.
swap. Yes, swap. They can take him down. BKB is not gonna save him.
The lift calls ready.
BKB TP, if he TPs he's good. Okay.
Wow, look at the right clicks. That's a lot of right click damage.
The Forge Spirits and yeah, everything.
They didn't even need the swap. That wasn't even close.
Yeah, but there was no way he was gonna escape there. Oh, that was a really big kill. I think he just felt confident because Isis managed to stop the TPs and he was just staying there thinking that he had that extra time to hit the towers, but yeah, in the end it wasn't actually enough.
Gems up on the Dazzle now, which will be nice for scouting the Wolves, I guess. Mid lane, Coil coming out. And Chuan dropping pretty low. Suddenly there's a Grave, but this is not going to save him from the Shatter, I don't think, unless it runs out. Oh, he's actually going to orb north and lives. Chuan with the huge plays. Steals the Puck Orb, turns it around, and just laughs in Mushi's face. Chuan with the big plays. Also, great defensive Grave. I thought that wasn't going to work, but it lasted just long enough to keep Chuan alive.
Yeah, it wasn't a Scepter ultimate, so the
Yeah.
Grave actually covers most of the time, right? 8 seconds, yeah, almost the whole almost more than half of the duration.
Yeah, it was well timed, and now they'll go top. They've got the blink call.
Here goes.
Burning.
The chop.
Oh
The
no,
chop.
there's a lot of creeps. Get ready for the chop.
Wow,
No, they miss it.
Totally missed. The
Oh,
Sunstrike. He missed the Sunstrike.
look at that Quelling Blade. Burning like had it queued up before the Sprout even landed.
The Sprout wasn't even needed in the first place.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Wow.
Impressive.
The Sunstrike is like... It's like...
The pianist,
far
the
away.
pianist is a bit out of tune here, I gotta say.
The pianist is not
He
in a
needs,
good...
he needs a tune-up. They're going bottom.
He's alone.
do have
He wants a solo
Sunstrike.
kill? Solo kill?
No, he's actually not alone. He's got Lamb here, but I think it's too late. No, swap out. Turn around comes. YYF. Now on the run, they're going to give him the chilling touch right clicks, and he just keeps on running. Oh, but he's slowed down by the Icy Vortex. No, not enough.
30% slow.
Profit all.
Nope.
Won't be
Oh,
enough.
he actually didn't micro his Necrobooks to chase the
Dire's middle
match.
tower is under attack.
I'm still a bit worried for IG here, Winter. They had a good start. They're up 4k gold, 8k experience. That sounds good, but if this goes late enough, I feel like DK clearly have the late game.
Really? Because of all the damage? The
Yeah, just like all the auras, the right click.
Yeah, I understand, but IG's perspective, yeah, you have a lot of damage, but do I need to fight you?
Yeah, they might win by rat. That's true.
Yeah, I don't need to fight you face to face. I can just fight you from a distance.
Okay, that's a fair point. But if they do fight, I think they're gonna have trouble later on.
Yeah, if they take a fight, it means that they're gonna win the fight. Otherwise, they're not gonna take a direct 5 versus 5 fight against you if you have that much damage later on.
Well, they do have some mobility here. Boots of Travel comes out in the Invoker. Can TP to his own Forward Spirits or the Treants. So what's already a pretty global lineup gets even more global. That'll help deal with the rat. Blink.
Wait till Rubik steals the Ice Blast. Huh.
Ah, that's another thing that we gotta keep our eyes out for.
Smoke bottom. Who is going to be the one to farm and die at bottom? Maybe no one. YYF. Oh dear.
Let's see how good his Spidey senses are.
No, he doesn't
No.
feel he doesn't feel that he's in danger.
No Spidey senses. Oh, pops the
Oh.
Necro. Gets coiled though. But this might give the team time to show up and turn this around. And he can buy back, I believe. He's got the buyback. Is he gonna use it? They go on Mushi. They bring him down quickly. And now they'll TP. Profit.
Okay, they're gonna kill.
No
they're gonna
buyback?
kill at least 2 heroes. These 2 supports are dead.
I wonder what he's waiting for. I guess he thinks he's not needed. And he's
not
really
needed.
not.
I don't think he's needed. Yeah.
Dunk in the face. I want to see a rampage dunk here.
He's actually not going for Axe Scepter on the Axe. I think Axe Scepter is really strong on him. He's going for maybe a heart.
I mean, do you really think it's that good when you already have the if you get a kill, it resets your cooldown thing? I feel like that makes the Ag Scepter not very useful.
It's like yeah, true.
Just it does change the damage
it's like
threshold,
the
though, right?
Yeah, the threshold gets increased to 625, which is I think a very big difference.
From 450. Yeah, that is a pretty big difference.
Dire's structures are
Maybe it's worth it. He goes Vip Booster for now, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got Rampage by Axe that goes Scepter in pubs.
Yeah. The Axe he's been an important hero for this team. Luo's had some great initiations. Oh, burning top lane. He's overstayed his welcome. Or has he? Ground Sprout?
Oh.
Doesn't matter even if it hits. Chuan.
Okay.
What?
Steal his wolf. Steal his wolf.
Oh, the chase is on now. Chuan
Who's
chasing
gonna kill who?
the little wolf. Not so scary.
I still like the metamorphosis on the Rubik.
I haven't seen it. You mean Terrorblade?
Yeah, it's you are very tiny compared to the real Terrorblade. So you look like a true imposter.
Well, DK looking for a Roche here, and what do you know? What do you know? The split second he respawns.
Okay, that's the real pianist.
I feel like he's just hacked into the game. That was literally the second he respawned. But look at DK just munch through this Roche.
I think it's only, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 12 seconds and the rope time is made.
fallen to the dire.
Yeah, it was close to respawning, like no matter what. But
No, I mean it's 12. They took 12 seconds to kill the roach.
oh yeah, it's hard to stop it. But I guess what's DK gonna do with the Aegis? They haven't really done that much, even when they had it earlier.
The problem they have is they can't find a time to push the lanes and get a fight where it's near the IG's towers. It's always like they try to fight somewhere outside the map because everywhere is so pushed out. All the lanes are so pushed out by the Prophet and the Invoker. The Lycan can't push as fast as both of them.
Dire's
He always has to
tower
worry
is
about,
under attack.
because the way they are playing, the 4 of them are roaming around, and then he's always alone, and he doesn't really have anyone to protect him. And there's an axe to go. There's an axe that goes through his BKB, the Berserker's Call, so he's not safe at all.
Yeah, he also won't be safe when they get some hexes. And Prophet might work towards one now. 430, 4 staff, so still no hex.
There'll be 2 hacks potentially.
They found burning here. He doesn't have the Quelling Blade anymore.
Oh,
This could cost him. Blink Call. He's
Wait.
gonna lose the Aegis. Oh, my, I think he's gonna die
Wait.
twice.
5 seconds
Oh.
Berserker's Call.
Oh, can they hold him in place? He BKBs and just stands there. He didn't
doesn't
have the TP. Oh, burning. He's burning his team soul right now.
Yeah, doesn't have a TP because it doesn't have a slot. Oh, Mushi gets scouted.
And orb out, but Chuan's on the
Oh,
chase.
Lift. Wow, that was really close.
He's got Blink Force, and he had like an ult earlier. Wow. They just got Aegis and he immediately dies and dies again.
He doesn't have a slot for TP score.
And
Maybe
he also
can...
doesn't have a slot for the Sprout, which ended up locking him in position for quite a long time. It's a level 3 Sprout. He's leveling it up.
It's getting very strong now, the Sprout against the Icon, since you can't hold Culling Bait for forever.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? I guess he could leave his chainmail in base for now, but and then he doesn't have a TP anyway, so.
Maybe... I've seen Lycan players get a 4-staff against a Prophet.
That's pretty desperate, though.
Yeah, that's desperate. It's like maybe sometimes you see Skeleton Kings, Wraith Kings gets 4-staff against Prophet.
You know, really, like, it seems like oh, top lane, Lamb, on the run, but 430, the pianist is here, and Invoker's at the ready, and Lamb has no chance at all.
The global gankers.
It's not the Sunstrike, it's just Chuan showing off as well. Runs in.
See, I told you this is gonna happen. They don't need to fight, like, they just need to be spread out over the map, and it's gonna be very hard for DK. Yes, you have a lot of damage, but can you use it?
That's true. Now, to be fair, I would argue that Burning's been caught in pretty questionable positions.
Yeah, he usually doesn't. He's like 0-5 and 0. When
but even if they were catching him, I guess like you pointed out, they could just avoid the fights anyway. Like they're only fighting because they're finding the pickoffs, but they definitely don't have to go for them.
If they have the positional advantage, they'll pick up someone fairly easily.
Okay, Winter, I'm sold. I retract my statement.
You retract your statement of DK having the better late game.
Well, I retract that it's clearly better. I still think they could win this late, but it's not clearly better.
They still can, because like if they win one fight, it's all it takes. They win one fight, they can just
You've got the Lycan. You can just break the base. Or force 5 buybacks. But at the same time, I just feel like DK doesn't really seem to have much tempo right now. And it's a little Mushi. Oh, Mushi gets solo killed by 430. He's just stomping them right now. 5-0 and 5. He even lost his lane. Like, at least in last hits early on, but it wasn't that bad, and boy, has he caught up or what.
Yeah, and he's like doing so much pressure by sending his Forge and Necrobooks around, plus the Prophet. It's so difficult, like the supports of DK, AA and Venge, they can't push out lanes. The Puck is so underfarmed that when he tried to push out lanes like just now, he used his AWP and he just died because he doesn't have an AWP. The Invoker didn't even need hacks to kill him. Just Cold Snap and the minions.
Yeah, and Mushi had no mana, so like all he can do is phase shift and maybe blink, but it was cooling down there.
Yeah, here comes the rotation. We move DK everywhere in the map, and we just boost our travel, teleport in.
Well, but this is where DK's strongest. The Puck will respawn now, but there's a freaking heart up on this axe.
They need to back.
He's got a goddamn heart.
Yeah, he's very, very farmed too. But he can still die very easily if he gets caught by the bench and the aura and everything. He's gonna die. His
job is to just jump in, lock down one hero, and start the fight, and then the team cleans up. So we'll see if he can get that good jump.
He might lock down multiple heroes if he gets a good call. But I feel like he just needs to lock down a Lycan, like that one hero.
Maybe Mushi as well if they can actually get him, but that's where phase shift can make it tricky.
That might be difficult.
You say that, but Chuan's been able to catch Mushi this game. 430 solo killed him. So.
The Rubik Leaf is instant. Berserker Call has a cast time.
Yeah,
Can't really compare that.
That's true. Why you gotta be such a wet blanket today, Winter? Man, such negative Nancy.
You did it to Bloodseeker yesterday.
Crimping my style, son.
I'm just returning the favor.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I was right about Bloodseeker, so... Now we're even. Now we're even, my friend. At least for the past 2 days.
But DK and IG, they don't want to be even. Someone has to win this game.
No, and this is a big game. Both teams are 4-0. Winner of this probably wins the group.
LD, will there be a difference first and second? Do you get like...
I'm not... It probably affect... I don't know. I'd have to ask Starladder, but I'm guessing it will affect who you play. I know for the Starladder LAN finals, when there's been 4 teams, first place gets to choose their opponent from third and fourth. So maybe they'll do the same thing here for the playoffs. But I'll ask after this game if I remember and find out.
Yeah, otherwise there's like nothing for them to play this game because they are going to be first and second, right?
Yeah. Well, of course it's possible they could go on to lose a few games and maybe A team like Vici Gaming sneaks back in, but that's about it, really. Newbie is also doing pretty well. They're 3-1.
Okay.
And
okay.
LGD is just in a mess. They're 1-3.
So it's still a fairly important game.
Blink. Call. They found MMY here. The Sunstrike comes through. They lift him up as well, and they steal the Wave of Terror. Now, Burning's BKB, but it's a completely wasted BKB. And with no ult, BKB combination, he just can't fight anymore. He's got to run. He's got to go split push or something. Are they really trying to fight this without his BKB? I really don't see it happening. They're gonna try. Ice pops his own BKB. Mushi's still waiting. Jumps in. Coil on 3. Is it nearly enough? I don't know about that. Luo still alive. No dunk available though. He doesn't even need it. The Grave comes out. 430. Kept in fighting shape. He ghost walks and just keeps on moving, trucking away. Lamb next in line. This Axe is not even losing HP. He's basically immortal at this point. And Burning pops the ult to run away from the man with the big axe and the bigger heart. Another blink. Oh, just whiffing on the call.
Wolves doesn't have heart. That's what you're trying to say.
What's that line? Wolves fear no armor. except when you've got a heart. Who needs armor when you've got an extra-sized heart, or an extra heart for that matter?
Well, I think it's going to be really difficult right now for DK. The only chance I think they have is try to catch the Prophet so that if he doesn't able to speed push, they can relieve some of the pressure. That's like about it. They can't really take fights, I think, at the moment. Too much advantage already.
This Prophet, or this Lycan, just can't right-click anyone. There's 2 Force Stabs. Whoever he focuses just gets graved. Axe can lock him down. They'll have Hexes soon. Or 2. They've already got the 1 that you mentioned. So, I guess in the end, they just don't have enough crowd control to let him right-click.
He needs to hit something that doesn't move. The buildings.
It's hard against the Prophet with Hex and Blink Berserker's Call.
Yeah, and Lycan doesn't have a Necrobook, so yeah. Not really.
It's just not a good rat. It's not really a good rat game for Lycan.
He went for a man mode item build.
This is how the Lycan players have been playing it more often in China lately. We haven't seen as much Necrobook, although Luo did go for one the last time I tested.
I really like the Necrobook build. So in most situations, more than the BKB build.
It's pretty good against a lot of these heroes as well. There's a lot of heroes, a lot of mana burn.
You can still get both. I still think it's alright. BKB plus Necrobooks.
Well, Burning.
Wow,
Oh,
okay.
he killed a Necro Minion. Fight's over, folks. Get the hell out. It's almost too late, though. Oh. Blink in. The call's there. It connects on 3 or 4, and everybody's just on the retreat now. In comes the Dazzle. Ice gets a huge stop. A bigger ultimate. This might be the turnaround. DK, they brought down 2, 3, and they're not done yet. YYF cleans up 1, and they've lost 2 on the side of DK. Burning makes it 4. Double buyback. Ice. What a player. Bailing his team out. Now Mushi, make it 5. Triple kill for Burning. It's a wipe. DK. How did it even happen? I don't know. But they made it work. I gotta give Ice the MVP for that fight.
Yeah, he did. He stomped like 3 heroes and ultimate hit all of them as well. That's
the damage output, Winter.
That's the damage output, yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened though. That really shouldn't have happened.
They tried to fight in a choke point against Elder Titan. But can't really blame them because the Lycan, he killed the Necrobook, he suddenly got really low and they went on him cold snap. But the thing is, like, the Berserker's Call didn't hit the Lycan.
I thought it was going to too. It looked like he was in range, but he must have been just out.
He looks like he was in range, but apparently like he was just slightly outside the radius, and otherwise Burning would have died that fight from the start. And because he didn't die, he was like actually, even though he's not right-clicking, because he's the hero that has the aura, the Blats and the Assault Cuirass, so he was giving his team so much armor.
Yeah. Wow, DK's team fight is real scary. And Winter, they were down 12k gold, 15k experience. Imagine if it's even. And imagine if, like, say, Mushi gets a Scythe, because I feel the one thing right now that DK really lacks is reliable, just killing potential. But if Mushi can farm a Hex up, this could be trouble for IG.
Yeah, it could be after that fight. He is still quite a long ways away from that, since he used his buyback the last fight.
And now, oh, even bigger. The Ags on the L1 Lamb now. This could be the tide turner as well. I thought it was going to, to be honest.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he killed a Necro Minion. Fights over, folks. Get the hell out. It's almost too late, though. That really shouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Is DK gonna pull another miraculous comeback out of the hat? After that game they had against LGD, I don't think I would have ever seen a bigger comeback out of a team, but that's one of the best.
They spotted the smoke.
Okay,
So
Observer
they're
One here
ready
for the
for
radio.
this. They're ready for this. Invoker, does he have a Boots of Travel? Huh. It might actually be possible for the Invoker right now to TP bottom and push bottom with his Boots of Travel. And his team just needs to stall.
Well, they're up against Aegis Cheese, so this is very risky to... Especially
How
lacking buybacks.
How many buybacks they have?
Oh, blink in. They've called. MMY will have to hold that thought as he quickly drops. He's not dead yet. The Prophet comes in from the back, though. And now Mushi melting to the flames. The meatball brings him down. That's not one you want to bite into. Now YYF on the run. Burning gets the bash just when he needs it. That's what the doctor ordered for Mr. Burning. And this is one angry patient. He's on the retreat. He didn't BKB. He'll have it, but he won't have his ult. I think he's dead.
Where's the X? Okay, X is here.
Blink, call, Burning though, giving the right clicks. This blade mail
him.
doing nothing. Not ready to chop yet, but the chop's coming soon. The dunk. No, off with his head, says Fluo. And Chuan races straight down mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Even the Sunstrike attempted there at the end.
That was like the meatball doing so much damage there.
Mushi died to the meatball. That's very
Didn't
rare.
Didn't even get a chance to use his cheese because he died during the disable.
Death by meatballs. What an epitaph.
What was the name of the movie again?
Dire's middle
Meatball
tower
movie.
is under attack.
I have no idea what you're talking
Are
about.
fortified.
You talked about the movie yesterday. Cloud something with the hope of meatball.
Hold
jumping
that
from sky.
thought. Oh, Stomp's gonna miss. Sorry, what were you saying?
The name of the movie. I remember you said the movie yesterday. Oh, never mind.
Ah, the movie. What is the movie? What is this? What do you mean, Winter? What are you saying?
Dire's middle tower.
The name of the movie. Cloud9 with a chance of meatballs or something.
Oh, Cloudy with a high chance of feed. That wasn't a movie. That was just a lazy joke.
I think I just said Cloud9.
Cloudy9. Well, that's an interesting team, but we'll talk about them another time, I suppose. For now, IG have their sea legs back. They got rid of Aegis. There is still a cheese up for Burning though, and he does almost have Abyssal Blade. I feel like if Mushi didn't die when that fight started, it could have gone a lot differently for DK.
Yeah, the thing is like the hacks you were talking about that was so crucial on Mushi is gonna be delayed yet again. He's gonna be, if he's lucky, get it the next few minutes, 5 minutes, 45, but that is if he doesn't die. If he dies one more time, maybe he might even not get it until 15 minutes.
And meanwhile, they've almost got the Hex on the Invoker as well.
They
So
got
double Hex
double
is
hex
coming.
soon, so it'll be very easy for them to pick up the puck. He can just ghost walk, run around, and just hex him. And he's dead.
I love this Intimidation Sunstrike on Burning mid.
Why not?
Take that, Burning. Wow. This is a pretty unusual draft from IG, especially the Axe pick. If they go on to win, that would be quite a statement, I feel, against DK.
So you have nothing against the axe today?
No, I think Axe is very legit.
He's not a useless hero.
He's the red hero who actually does shit. Bloodseeker's the useless red hero. There's only two. I think, right? Well, there's other red heroes, but
I'm
like
trying
red
to think
people, red
I'm
humanoids.
trying to think of red heroes like
Well, there's
Lina
like
comes-
Phoenix. There's Phoenix, but it's a bird.
Phoenix
I'm
is
talking
the
about like
broken red-
humanoids.
Broken red hero? Phoenix?
Yeah, the broken bird.
Okay.
You know, there's been a lot of our bird heroes just imbalanced. Is having wings too strong? Because Visage has been broken for ages. I guess finally he's been brought back into balance, but it's taken quite a while.
The nerf stick finally did its job.
I mean, Visage is a hero I enjoy watching though, so that kind of saddens me.
They are trying to fight LD.
Oh boy.
If you're a DK fan, you'll be happy.
Burning's
it's
got
happening.
Abyssal and no buyback. In fact, only 3 heroes have the buyback. The Puck, the Elder Titan, and the Axe.
No one has boost of travel, so if you buy back, you can't come instantly to this position unless you're IG.
Oh boy.
You have tower.
They're looking for the Blink Berserker's call here. They'll go for it. Hey, just clip Burning at absolute maximum range. But remember, he's got a cheese. They've got to be careful about this.
Wow.
They'll just swap him out. They don't want to waste the cheese.
But he's gonna take so much damage right now, and he doesn't have a TP. He might still need to use it in the end. Prophet's coming in from the side.
Oh, thinking about it anyway. Walking
they're
forward,
coming
he's
in.
gonna
Here
have
comes
Talbert
the-
here as well.
comes the
Summons the
imposter.
trance. The Hex is onto Lamb though. It's the ancient apparition who gets 4-step back. He's still alive. Sunstrike and Deafening Blast. Brain's burning low. He's gonna have to cheese up and get to work. Straight onto 430. Chomps him, bites him up, and takes him down. Chuan dealing the ult, but Lamb brought it down 2 with his ultimate as well. That's a 3-for-0, 3 for a cheese.
Oh no! Why?
Why did they
They chase
force
so
that
far.
so much?
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is under
I just
attack.
said they don't need to fight. Fighting is a bad idea. Okay.
Well, DK, can they Rex off of this?
Maybe.
There is one buyback on X, but they've still got 40 minutes. There's a
Radiant's
glyph,
bottom tower
and the Prophet's gonna force somebody back, so they might not be able to get Rex,
Dire's
Winter.
top tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, I think they can't. Mushi
Radiant's
TP's
top
back, but he's solo.
fortified. Radiant's bottom tower
And he's
is
not a
under
like
attack.
Puck's TPing back with an
Dire's
ultimate orb and
top
blink
tower
dagger is not very
under-
scary.
Radiant's bottom
Not for
tower
this
has
Prophet.
fallen.
Why way
They're
up
still
is
gonna go.
very farm.
X might have to use his buyback for this.
Mushi can't get here though, so they're fighting without their Puck.
Radiant's
For 20
bottom
seconds,
tower
DK
is
can
under
push.
attack.
Glyph's already been used, and Burning's just gonna start taking huge bites out of the base. He'll send the Wolves in. Ice with the big hammer in the front lines. The axe is bought back just to defend. Maybe Lamb falls, but that's worth an X buyback. The swap's there, keeping him alive for now. BKB's getting popped, and Ice clubbing away at Lua, but the Grave comes out. I don't know if Burning should dive this. He's focusing the Rex. He gets sprouted up. He needs the BKB. He'll do so. Focus the Rex. Bring it down. That's the goal here for Burning. Then he goes onto Luo. Abyssals, but the BKB's done. And he's just going to feed. His
the
team
Wolves-
just left him to die, but he overstayed his
The
welcome.
Wolves. Oh no, the Wolves ran out. He
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to just take the Rex and just get out, but he couldn't even get it.
At this point, his BKB is like, it's 4 or 5 seconds that time. So yeah, very short. I felt like it was longer, and he'd just be able to take the Rex and run, but he's used it so much this game.
He can't because like the Berserker's call already, like he was drawn away by the axe, and yeah, even though if he even had 1 more second on BKB, I don't think it might have mattered that much.
Interesting choice. They've gone for mass magic amplification. You know, we talk about mass minus armor, mass magic amplification.
They still have a lot of minus armor.
Yeah, they have both, but it's interesting. I wonder how effective this will be. So far, they've had one good Ancient Apparition ult, which got 2 kills in that last fight, but it's mostly been the right clicks that have gotten them kills.
Yeah, if you kill the hero so quickly when you're like 10,000 gold behind, it's effective.
Oh, is IG really risking this? Are they really going to try and force this Roche out? There's a stomp from Ice. It seems like an ill-advised attempt, but they're just going to force it. I guess.
Yeah,
DK.
Burning doesn't want to use his buyback.
He's up in 5 seconds though. Roche's not that low. Another stomp here would give them enough time for Burning to get in range for this fight. And in comes the Ancient Apparition ult. It's only going to connect on 1. That's onto Luo, but it might well be enough. 430 in chase. Completely airballs the Tornado. Now Burning's back. Now it's a true 5v5, and Roche is low. If they back off, that's just giving away an Aegis and a cheese to DK.
Yeah, but 5v5 is not the best idea for them.
Yeah. Not against these 5. Then there's a Hexamushi now. I didn't realize, but he must have had like a Mystic Staff or something in the fountain. I didn't see him having that much.
He likes to
gold.
keep things in the fountain, on the ground. Not even
He
in the
does it
career.
just to fuck with casters. Mushi's an asshole, man. They'll go in out of the pit. Burning's just gonna commit to this, but there's a blink call. This is so unbelievably risky. It was a little bit premature. The Deafening Blast, he's pushed up onto the high ground. Can't do a thing. He didn't BKB, but Ice cleans up, takes the Aegis. He didn't get the cheese yet. I have no idea who grabbed it. It was actually the axe. Now the call will come. Remember, there's still an Aegis here. And Burning, no, he's just sitting on the cliff. There's nothing for him to do. They still get 1 kill. The Ancient Apparition ult does some good work, but now they've lost die, and the Aegis is down. And Burning's just trapped. Where's the TP scroll? There's nothing for him to do. He's just spectating while his team fights 4v5. Oi, send yourself a TP, my friend. He's just gonna sit here. He's watching them die all around him.
He got forced off by the bench up there. He didn't get pushed
Oh,
off
he
by
didn't
the
get
defense.
definitely blasted. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Ice, hexed up now, and something stolen here by Chuan. It's gonna be an Echo Stomp.
Dire's middle tower
He'll try and run. He'll make a run for it, but Ice will fall. Burning still has not gotten out of here.
Oh my God.
He's gonna die. Did he
Does
TP?
this remind you of something?
What should it remind me of?
The Keeper of the Light on Sylar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But this is worse. No
This
one
is-
is dead.
The
There's
wor-
no Magnus skewer the trees.
I mean, I want to say he should have set himself a TP sooner, Winter, but honestly, I don't know if it would have mattered. This team has one Force Staff on MMY, and he was over here, so he wasn't available to use it. That was just really bad luck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not sure, but I know it was a force staff. Maybe it wasn't MMI who force staffed him. Maybe it was Sean.
Dire's bottom tower
It must
is
have been
under
an
attack.
offensive Force Staff. I don't see why the Venge would have used her.
But because it was like the Berserker's call was there, so I would think it's most likely a defensive force staff.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is
Not sure. I'm
We'll
not sure.
find out. We'll check the replay afterwards. Meanwhile, a Force Step into a swap onto YYF. They now coil him, but he just starts right-clicking. He's got evasion here. Not an easy kill at all. But Ice drops the hammer, brings down one. Chuan, ticking low, not dead yet, gets earned up, kept alive while burning. Is kind of trying to choose a target here. Abyssals goes to work on YYF. 430, cleans up one on the back lines. Still burning chases, and Chuani's still on the Wolf again. Now the call. Not enough armor, though. Wolves just chew right through it. Burning keeps on chasing. They need more kills here. The Rex haven't fallen yet, but it's just a big investment at this point. YYF retreating out, and Ice back in the fray.
Burning.
He bought back. Faith is short on the Force Staff out. They do lose the Lycan, though. Now it's up to Chuan to retreat. And no, they'll Force Staff forward. Now it's Ice's turn to retreat. He's on the run, but the Cal can't escape because IG are in heavy pursuit. They'll hex him up, and then they'll just lock him down. Lifted and dealt with. And Mushi's sitting in the pit, not sure what to do.
I think
And they just
They're
used their
gonna
ancient apparition ult, so they don't have that to defend mid either.
they might not be able to get a throne. I'm not sure. Maybe 2 sets of racks. I think.
Maybe, yeah, 70 seconds, no buyback on either of the cores. So this is at least 2 or 3 lanes of rack.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, I think
Well-
so. Maybe not with the ancient apparition ult. It's still cooling down, though. There's a grave on 430. He gets 4 step back, and he decides to just run in. But now he's cold feeded, and ancient apparition right-clicks him down, hits 2 with the ult. This might be Faith's death as well. Now Mushi on the backside. They brought down 2. The Rex aren't even dead yet. 430 buys back instantly and starts chasing Lamb. And then the team says, calm down. Let's just take the Rex. They'll leap forward. They'll stun up Lamb. Sunstrike's there. Not even needed. And that might be it. 4 heroes dead. I think they finally done it. Apostrophe. Period. GG.
is under attack.
Ultra GG. Chuan's gotta be happy. IG. And DK dropped to 4-1.
Dire's IG victory.
Woo!
MVP
What a
MVP
game.
of this game, the axe.
What a game. That
or
was
the-
a
it's either
roller
the axe or the
coaster.
Rubik. Yeah, either the axe or the Rubik was the MVP.
I feel like the Axe's initiations were really strong. Ice, if they had won, might have been the MVP, but he only had the one good combination. So, yeah, I think you have to give it to the Axe or the Rubik. Chuan played really well. Really well.
Tron played very well this game. He's, I think, by far the most impressive out of the 10 players in this game.
Well, that's going to wrap up our first game, guys, but we've got 3 more coming your way. So, with that being said, Winter, it was a pleasure having you join me, buddy. Very good to have you here in the studio.
Do you have a gem today?
No gem. No gem. I don't need one. I always see you, Winter. You're in my heart.
I don't know what to say about
Yeah,
that.
this is awkward now, so we'll let everybody bask in the awkwardness. But now let's show our schedule again and see what's coming up next. Next up, we have Vici Gaming versus LGD. And looking at the standings, this is a big match because these teams have not done well so far. Vici Gaming are 2-2, LGD are 1-3, and only the top 4 move on to the playoffs. So, well, I'm gonna go get a drink, try and relax, calm myself down. But we've got 3 more games coming your way, guys. You're watching Starladder China. I'm LD. He's Winter. If you enjoy our casting, be sure to follow us here. Twitter.com/BeyondTheSummit, as well as Twitter.com/WinterDota and Twitter.com/LDDota. We'll take a quick break. We are Beyond the Summit, and we'll be back with more Starladder China after this. Stay tuned. Axe is back!